Look, you saw Republicans at the food banks. You saw Republicans without MAGA hats at the food banks. That's a start. That's a start. But now we've compromised that. We've compromised that opportunity. Okay? Actual consequences is what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about actual, real consequences. Yeah? So, that's what I'm disappointed in, I guess, right now. Not exactly good news, okay? Not good. Let's take a look at this real quick, okay? Senate takes first step towards ending the government shutdown. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I remember now. I actually specifically made this screen so then I can read AP News articles. Yeah, I remember now. To vote in Senate for healthcare subsidies? Really? Who knows? The Senate took the first step to end the government shutdown on Sunday. Without Democrats agreed to proceed without a guaranteed extension of healthcare subsidies. No, you're saying voting on healthcare subsidies, but there's no guaranteed extension of healthcare subsidies, right? Right here. Angering many in their caucus who say Americans want them to continue to fight. In the test vote that is first in a series of required procedural maneuvers, the Senate voted 60-40 to move toward passing compromise legislation to fund 60. Oh my God. Who is the 60th person anyway? The agreement does not guarantee the healthcare subsidies will be extended, as Democrats have demanded for almost 6 weeks. Senate, this is not good, okay? This is not good. I mean, it's fine if you want the food to come back, but it's not fine if people are going to die, okay? Because it's not guaranteed to have healthcare subsidies guaranteed, right? It's like, what are you getting out of this? You got nothing. Right? Anyway. The agreement does not guarantee that healthcare subsidies will be extended, as Democrats have demanded for almost 6 weeks. Six weeks is not nearly long enough, okay? I'm sorry. 6 weeks? 6 weeks? Dude, I thought the Democrats were finally going to do something good. I thought that finally this was going to go somewhere. I'm just sad. I think I'm doomer-pilled. I think I'm doomer-pilled again. We did win a bunch of state elections, but what use is that once Stephen Miller becomes president of the United States? There's no point, right? Group of 3 former governors. I'm glad Proposition 50 passed, though. Fuck everyone else. New Hampshire Senator Jing Shaheen. Until late January. Extend the rest of the government funding until late January. Close it then. Close it then. Okay, if you're gonna reopen the government, close it in late January. Close it in late January. If the vote does not pass, it's really as simple as that. What? Why did you do this? You should have guaranteed it. Okay? Why? This is just wasting our time. Okay? I hate this. The agreement also includes a reversal of the mass firings of federal workers by the Trump administration since the shutdown began on October 1st, and that would ensure the federal workers receive back pay. But that's only the firing of federal workers since the shutdown on October 1st. That's not the same. Like, this is we're like taking breadcrumbs. We're taking breadcrumbs in exchange for a bite, right? Like, we're basically saying, oh, it's perfectly acceptable to have breadcrumbs. Also, by the way, I started Wuthering Waves again. I turned down the settings on the game, so hopefully it'll run without interrupting the stream. But let me know if the stream is interrupted, okay? It really shouldn't be interrupted because I turned down the quality of the game. So we'll see. All right. But yeah. So it shouldn't be taking as much power. Okay, so we'll see. If the stream is interrupted again, then I'll shut down the game again and the stream won't be interrupted again, okay? But, just testing. Testing. Okay, I'm running some stress test, okay? If the Dems would have kept the government shut down, Trump and his cronies would have gotten more and more unhinged. The snap cuts were in response to the shutdown. We should have let that happen. And they should be going unhinged, right? Because they can't do shit about it. That's why, right? Fuck them. Anyway. The time to act is now. Okay. Five Democrats switch votes. Primary them. Get them out. In addition to Shaheen Kian Hassan, Democratic Senator Tim King of Virginia, home to tens of thousands of federal workers who also voted in favor of moving forward with an agreement. Dick Durbin, John Fetterman. Okay, of course. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman, Catherine Cortez Masto, and Jackie Rosen also voted yes. The moderates had expected a larger number of Democrats to vote with them, as 10, 12 Democratic senators have been part of the negotiations, but only 5 Democrats switched their votes. The exact number the Republicans needed. Wow. Amazing, isn't it? Schumer votes no. After Democrats met for over 2 hours to discuss the proposal, Schumer said he could not in good faith support it. Schumer, who received blowback from his party in March when he voted to keep the government open, said the Democrats have now sounded the alarm on healthcare. We will not give up the fight, he said. Oh, yikes. Oof. You should have not said this one. Actually, nah, whatever. Independent Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont, who caucuses with the Democrats, said giving up the fight was a horrific mistake. Beacon says voted overwhelmingly Democrat to urge Democrats to hold firm. Yeah, they fucking caved. Oh my god. Wait, so Schumer voted with us, right? Schumer voted with us. Okay, all right, okay, I can forgive Schumer, okay? It's fine. I can forgive Schumer because Schumer voted with us, right? A bipartisan agreement. Fetterman's stroke really broken. Fetterman is out of his mind, okay? Like, this guy might actually be mentally insane. I'm not entirely sure, but I think this guy, like, have you guys seen this guy speak? Is he okay?
How is this going to end? Are there any new signs this week that one of the
let me know if I don't even know if he's like sane enough to fucking have a say.
Political parties might blink.
Hello?
Joining us now is Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman. He's one of 3 Senate Democrats who has been voting with Republicans to continue to fund the government. Senator, thanks for joining us. So, as you know, 42 million Americans, including 2 million Pennsylvanians, will not receive food stamp or SNAP benefits this month because funding officially lapsed yesterday.
This guy is the deciding vote, okay? Fuck this guy. Because this guy was the deciding vote. Let's watch this.
The White House says this is the fault of Democrats for shutting down the government. Democrats note that the Trump administration is not dipping into the contingency funds for SNAP, and they think that Trump is doing that to pressure Democrats. How do you see it? Who do you blame for this?
Well, I mean, for me, fundamentally, I'm deeply distressing to know that 42 million Americans are going to lose their SNAP benefits. And now that's one of the big reasons why I refuse to shutting our government down. And again, I feel like the Democrats really need to own the shutdown. I mean, we're shutting it down. I know why they claim, because they want to address the tax credits, and I fully support that. I voted for all of their RCRs, every single time. And I refuse to put 42 million Americans in the kinds of food insecurity. Now, this is all is solved by just reopen our government and
No, you fucking moron. This will be the eventual result down the line. This will be the eventual result down the line anyway, okay, if you continue to let Republicans run things the way that they are running things. Because if they continue to run things the way they're running things, like constantly cutting budgets and taking healthcare away and taking all these benefits away and taking welfare away, like, what do you think will happen? What the fuck do you think will happen, right? So you've gotten to the part where Republicans are starving people on purpose, and you didn't get anything out of it. If You remind the people of America right now the way that Republicans would do things down the line. They will wake up to it. But now they will wake up later. But by that point, it's already too late to change anything. Like, what the fuck?
People are now paid. Now, if we are the party that are fighting for working people. Now, as far as I'm aware, every single union that's involved in this is now demanding to us to reopen that. That's the side that I'm in through this. And now the 4 airlines are now saying we really have to stop this right now. And why do we really want to make flying less safe by forcing this times of situation?
Wait, the stream is stable, right? I'm not stuttering or anything like that. I'm opening Woowa right now, so let me know. Okay.
And making things that much stressed. So it's not something I support of, and I don't want to be.
Also, donate money so then I can make enough to afford a better place to live as I'm getting evicted. Okay, soft evicted. Okay. Good luck.
Involved, and now we can find a way forward. We need to find a way forward, and I do believe we can achieve these kinds of tax credits. And this is something I support, but it's the wrong tactic. It was wrong when the Republicans did it. It's wrong now that we seem to be driving it.
Senators say that bipartisan talks to end this logjam seem to be gaining steam, though an actual agreement is out of reach as of now. Do you know where these bipartisan talks to end the shutdown are? We're on day 33 of the shutdown.
Why? Okay, you know what's a rule that people make? People say, oh, you should never acquiescence. You should never acquiesce, whatever the fuck. Like, you should never cater to terrorists, right? Like, if Hamas decides to do October 7th, you're not going to lower the walls to open Israel up to Hamas, right? Because they have committed an act of terrorism and you don't want any more acts of terrorism, right? Because you're just enabling them to do what they want and you're appealing to people who are using terrorist strategies to get what they want. And like, why would you ever do something like this? It's ridiculous.
Obviously.
I don't know.
I sure hope so. I mean, this is an absolute fail.
Acquiesce. Yeah,
it's embarrassing, honestly. If we can't even kind of, keep the lights on like this, and now reminding everybody, federal workers have had to borrow more than $1/3 of $1 billion.
Oh my God. No, listen, it's okay. We don't primary the other people, but we need to primary Fetterman. Okay. Like this motherfucker is going to be a death of us. Okay. This guy is not mentally well. All right. He's literally not mentally well. Stop. Okay. If we replace Joe Biden with Kamala Harris, we can replace this guy with someone more sane. Okay. On God.
It's just to pay their own bills. I mean, those are the kinds of workers that make this, and they're really suffering now too. And now people can't count on their SNAP benefits, and they'll also WIC and heads.
Bro, pre-stroke Fetterman would never say this. Okay, I'm kidding.
Sorry, these are the kinds of people. Why I'm a Democrat, fighting for people that just like that. Now, I'm not. Seems like we're moving against our core values to keep our government shut down at this point. As now we're approaching 33 days now.
Yeah. So let's talk about the issue that Democrats say they're fighting for in the shutdown. Pennsylvania's Obamacare marketplace says that more than 150,000 Pennsylvanians are going to lose their coverage if these enhanced premiums expire at the end of the year. In Allegheny County, where you live, average monthly health care costs are projected to rise 75%. In rural Juniata County, those prices are going to jump a staggering 435%. Have any Republicans offered you any assurances that they will work with Democrats to
Oh my God. Oh my God. How do you not realize what's going on? By the way, this guy is correct. It seems like he has more specific numbers in terms of like the healthcare shit being cut, right? What answer do you have for people who are getting their premium prices raised by 430%, right? If it's true that it's 430%, I'm just assuming what he's saying is true because it's CNN, right? It's CNN hosts. Generally, they're credible. So if that's true, what the fuck? What? You're trading one bad shit for another, but at least for one bad shit, that's something you can hold the Republicans for. But okay.
Actually do something to prevent this from happening if Democrats reopen the government?
Yeah, well, I absolutely do believe, because a lot of those counties that you just referenced now, they're all very, very...
Fetterman is in a heavy swing district. You can't run people further left from him there, so you have to make sure if you primary him, the replacement can win a general election. That's fine. You know what? I'm supportive of that, okay? Put in a moderate Democrat who is sane of mind, who is like Chuck Schumer, okay? I'm okay with Chuck Schumer, like someone like Chuck Schumer being in Fetterman's position, because at least they're not insane, okay? They're not unhinged, all right? And doing stupid shit, okay? Fuck this guy.
And then I do believe many Democrats now realize, and now Republicans.
A martini, shaken, not stirred.
Mundrit, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate that. Yeah, but again, okay, I'm okay with moderate Democrats being there to win instead of Fetterman, okay? Other moderate Democrats can win in his district. It's fucking because they're moderate Democrats, right?
Republicans realize that we have to address this and extend these tax credits. And I absolutely hope that we do. This is what I'm saying. Like, I fully support these things, but this is the wrong tactic. And right now, by doing this, our government shut down, we're getting neither of those things. And they guarantee you're going to get your SNAP benefits and you're not going to get those kind of tax credits that we all need. Reopen this thing and we can find a way forward. That's the way democracy operates for right now.
There is going to be no democracy that is operating in any way after this. What are you talking about?
There are big elections on Tuesday, obviously.
Oh, this is how democracy works. Oh my God, dude! Enough of these empty platitudes. Holy shit!
Coast to coast.
We're not gonna have a democracy left.
In New Jersey and Virginia and California, there's a referendum on redistricting. In New York City, polls show that the Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani is in the lead for the mayor's race. You've previously dismissed him as, quote, not even a Democrat, and it is true he's a Democratic socialist. Do you think it would be a mistake?
A martini, shaken, not stirred.
My coping theory: moderate Senate Dems are doing this to look good in their districts, but know that the House doesn't have the votes to pass. I'm hoping it's 4D chess. We'll see this week.
Okay, we'll see. You know what? We'll see. But I'm disappointed in the Senate, okay? I just want to put that out there. I'm disappointed in the Senate, okay? Fetterman is not saying a mind. He should be playing bingo in a retirement home, okay? But thank you so much for the $10, Corey.
For New Yorkers to elect him as mayor, would you vote for Cuomo if you were a New Yorker, or Sliwa?
No, that's going to be New York's voice. Socialism is not the future of my party. And if that's going to be their future, that's really up to New York City to decide those things. You know, we all know how socialism works out. Ask anybody that's lived under those kinds of systems all across the globe. But for me, as a Democrat, as a committed Democrat, I might disagree in some areas, much like shutting down our government.
Oh, you're committed, all right.
Other areas now. But for me, as a committed Democrat, I'm going to push back and announce people that this is wrong. And now we are hurting the very people that we fight for. And now we're getting nothing for them if we continue to keep our government shut down.
Pennsylvania Democratic Senator John Fetterman, thank you so much for joining us, sir. Appreciate it. Former President Obama is on the trail stumping for Democrats in New Jersey and Virginia. But where's President Trump? My panel joins me now. Congressman Carter, where is President Trump? I mean, his nominees, his candidates in
Slop
Virginia
time.
and in New
Slop
Jersey
debate panel time.
Absolutely they are. And President Trump is right there with them. And I can assure you.
But not physically.
Well, look, where's President Trump? He's in Asia. He's negotiating trade deals. He's negotiating world peace. To ask where President Trump is really just...
Well, he's at Mar-a-Lago technically right now. I mean.
Well, where has he been and where will he be? And certainly he is supporting these candidates. And we've got...
Bro, I forgot how insane these people were, dude. I forgot how unhinged. Oh my God. Dude, can you imagine trying to do democracy with this guy? Oh my God. Bro, dude, you can't negotiate with an insane person, okay? This is an insane person. You don't negotiate with insane people, okay?
I think Tuesday night's going to be a great victory for Republicans.
Ashley, what do you think? What is Tuesday night going to be? If Democrats win the Prop 50 out in California to allow Democrats to grab more House seats through redistricting, and the governor's race in Virginia and New Jersey, and also, as expected, the mayor's race in New York City, what does that say?
Yeah, just one thing. I also don't think President Trump has actually endorsed the gubernatorial candidate in Virginia, so that's also where he's absent.
Not officially. He said nice things about it.
Yeah, but I mean,
yes, correct.
You should endorse if you support the person, right? I think if Democrats win in all four of those areas, that it's a good sign that they are looking at this as a diversity of approach. I think Spanberger, Sherrill, Mamdani, and Prop 50 are all very different and kind of showcase the diversity of the Democratic coalition and how you have to run different races in different places. So I think it'll be a good sign.
What do you think? Why isn't Trump out there on the stump?
What is this Vosh meltdown talk about? We can check in with Vosh later.
In place.
Disagree with you. This is the longest shutdown in history. Mike Johnson wouldn't even convene the House to vote. There is no signs of Republicans caving. If you can't get ACA extension or bigger concessions, you're just inflicting suffering for no benefit. Republicans are just too happy to destroy everything, but I understand frustration. Then we're going to have to agree to disagree, because I think that the Republicans would just inflict suffering anyway down the line, because they are already cutting a bunch of benefits. So there is no question, in my opinion, that eventually they're going to come for snap anyway down the line, right? If they're willing to cut healthcare, and we thought that months ago, we thought that years ago, that Trump would never ever touch healthcare, that he would never ever touch stuff like Obamacare or the ACA or anything like that. We thought that he would never touch this. So if they do not touch this, okay, if they touch the untouchable, who's to say that they won't touch food benefits? Of course they'll touch food benefits. If they have already shown, they will touch healthcare, right? You got to learn how to predict these patterns. You got to learn from history. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get your point.
Like there are red parts of New Jersey and red parts of Virginia where he could do a lot to bring out voter turnout, but he's not.
Well, he's done teletown halls, which I think is when he's in office makes sense. But I think we should actually talk about why the only real power player that Democrats have to put out to help get over the finish line is Barack Obama, who hasn't been in office for 15 years.
I think we just deserve to lose, actually.
That really underscores, I think the divide you see with the Democratic Party now. You have so many Democrats who I think quietly say they're afraid of a Mamdani win in New York and who don't know if Spamberger and Mickey in New Jersey have that base excitement. So I think we're also seeing kind of like a family feud with the Democratic Party. When Barack Obama is who you're rolling out, someone who hasn't been in office for over 15 years, we got to look more towards the future. They're looking towards the past.
So we should note, Mayor de Blasio, you have endorsed Zohran Mamdani. You heard me ask Hakeem Jeffries, the leader of the House Democrats, a New Yorker who has endorsed Mamdani, is Mamdani the future of the Democratic Party? And he said no.
Well, I disagree with him. First of all, I want to say it's fascinating to watch Donald Trump become Joe Biden, where you can't have him out on the campaign trail without causing harm. I'm being blunt about this. You can't send Donald Trump to Virginia or New Jersey, or it'll backfire on the Republicans. On the
you
question
sure
of
about
Mamdani,
that?
look,
They're
this
pretty
guy
shameless.
is taking the Democratic Party to school. He's showing us how to talk about kitchen table issues that people care about: prices, rent, food, how you get to work, the basics. And that's why he's winning. This is the most fascinating example, Jake, of a guy who's being called all sorts of extreme names, but in the end,
can you believe that this is the state of discourse right now? Can you guys actually believe that this is the state of our discourse? Bro, I think we're just like chicken McCooked on God.
he's a classic New Deal Democrat. He's talking about how people actually make ends meet. And every day
it's raining. I know. It's raining.
I mean, the Democratic Party should take a lesson from Zohran.
Metaphorically,
where Mamdani is taking us is to socialism, and it's because of the groundwork that was done by Mayor de Blasio when he was in office, the policies that he enacted that caused the economic demise of the business community. Now they're looking for help, and and unfortunately looking at it and finding an anti-Semitic Islamist socialist, and that is not what they need. They don't need more taxes; they need less taxes. And I can assure you, socialism
how would you
is nothing
negotiate
more than
with
just
someone like
mutually shared
this?
poverty. And that's what New Yorkers are going to get when if they elect Mamdani.
Hey, Jake, just really quick on that, with all due respect, Congressman. We did, for example, pre-K for all, universal early childhood education. New Yorkers love it. Business community loves it. It helps keep high-quality workers in New York City because they can afford the price to live. So, my friend, I'm sorry. What we did was good for the economy.
I also just want to say, okay, Mamdani is kind of running Donald Trump's playbook. What you all are saying about Mamdani right now.
Oh, these are all actually really major figures. What the fuck?
A martini, shaken, not stirred.
Good luck, buddy.
Yay, thank you. Meku, thank you so much for the 20 Sterling. I appreciate that. Thank you. Wait, yeah, these guys are actually, like, primary actors. Jesus Christ.
Maybe some of the critiques are
former National
fair,
Coalitions Director? Holy
Democrats
shit.
were saying about Donald Trump, calling him names. But guess what? The people voted for him. The people like him. He probably is going to win. He won the Democratic primary. He's probably going to win.
Oh my God.
On Tuesday.
This is like Piers Morgan on crack.
The question is, what happens to the party after? On your case, Donald Trump
Why did I not watch this before?
The Republican Party, and now it is not the Republican Party of your grandfather or even when you started in politics. It is this new MAGA party. The question is, will Democrats follow the same playbook and follow into the Mamdani?
Oh no! What? Why did it stop?
How is this
so
going
instantly?
to end? Are there any new signs?
It's fine. I don't care. Ah, good stuff. Oh, reaching across the aisle. As a Republican, I want to be able to rape people. As a Democrat, I want no rapes. Can we meet somewhere in the middle and say it's okay to half rape? Okay, I'm okay with a half rape. What the fuck? Anyway. Hakeem Jeffries opposes the Schumer Senate deal. I don't think that the House Democratic Caucus is prepared to support a promise. A win and prayer from folks who have been devastating. Good, okay? I hope that it does not pass the House, okay? Please. Oh my God, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay, fingers crossed. Okay, inshallah. Fuck all these disgusting loser hack fucks. Yes. Call your Democratic senators. Dick Durbin must be removed as minority whip. True. Who defected against his own caucus. Shit. Jesus. I can't believe it. Is that true? That he's the whip? My God, what an actual fucking... Jesus. To actually just sabotage on the way out. White House, the map that made the left cry. Never forget. Nice, good one. I'm already seeing regarded infighting. I see no evidence as Chuck Schumer. It's not Chuck Schumer who's caving. Okay, stop. Chuck Schumer voted no, okay? According to the AP News article, Chuck Schumer voted no, okay? So it's not Chuck Schumer who's caving, I'm pretty sure. All right? It's not Chuck Schumer. Blame Fetterman. Got more than a goddamn promise. A senior Democratic senator tells me there will be more than enough Democrats to vote in favor of reopening the government tonight. Look at a promise, but nothing more. Most of the Democratic leadership will likely vote against it. Yeah, okay. Fuck me. Actually, just... I was on Jubilee surrounded. Let's just say I might have made Parker cry. Someone got called out in the circle. Holy shit! Hello? Oh my God. Okay, I can't wait to see this. Holy shit. Our single bravest warrior versus our biggest cowards. Senator Ossoff is the most vulnerable Senate Dem, isn't it? Versus our biggest cowards. True. These guys are all, yes. The centrist Dems who voted, yeah. Yikes. Fetterman. Not good. Not good, Fetterman. Just a reminder that Schumer is also a centrist. Okay? Motherfucker is a centrist. There are currently 40 no votes, meaning this procedural will get exactly 60 votes, assuming everyone is here. Wow, just barely. Fuck me. Actual traitors to the Democratic Party. Okay. Fuck it, have her primary. True. Wait, you mean primary or get primaried? Well, what do you mean by that? Schumer's pretty left-wing, actually. He's just establishment. Well, I don't care. Schumer should be the base fucking motherfucker. It don't matter. Deal reached to reopen the U.S. government. Is this... Oh, no. Oh, I'm not sure if I should watch that. Holy shit. Call Schumer's office. 10 Democrats might be caving in on the government shutdown for a promise to vote on the subsidies in December. Republicans cannot be trusted to keep their word. That's correct. Yes. Chuck Schumer's office, please be respectful, but tell him not to cave. But it's not Chuck Schumer, right? Like, it isn't Chuck Schumer. It's John Fetterman. You should call Fetterman. You should call, like, yes. Yeah, okay. These are better. Yes, you should call all of these offices. Yeah, but actually, no, you should call Schumer too. But I have no doubt that at the time, Schumer was like 100% already like on the shit, right? Trump looks more handsome than a 34-year-old Zoran on Doc. But dude, this is actually just... I thought Destiny was exaggerating when he said that Israelis would literally suck Trump off. I mean, just look at Avi Bitterman, okay? Like, holy shit. Actual cringe lord. To keep politics out of sports dead quiet right now. Nice. Are we fucked? Yes. Tim Kaine puts out a statement being a cut on the funding bill. Tim Kaine is a yes on the government funding bill. Fuck me. After cringe. Oh, there's a statement. I have long said that to earn my vote, we need to be on a path towards fixing Republicans' healthcare mess and to protect the federal workforce. This deal guarantees a vote to extend Affordable Care Act premium tax credits, which Republicans weren't willing to do. Lawmakers know their constituents expect them to vote for it. If they don't, this could very well be replaced at the ballot box by someone who will. This legislation will protect federal workers from baseless firings, reinstate those who have been wrongfully terminated during the shutdown, and ensure federal workers receive back pay. As required by a law I got passed. Yeah, but the problem is that you made a bunch of federal workers who got fired during that period go through paying for nothing, right? They went through, okay, the people who got fired during the shutdown, okay, so they went through the pain of getting terminated for nothing. Is that what you're saying? Is that they got terminated, you got nothing, and they get to come back? But what about the period in which they got fired and they coming back? So you're telling me during that period where they have no benefits and no anything and no back pay, that that they have just suffered for that period to get no concessions? Are you actually kidding me? Like, what? I would never ever feel as though that is a worth it compromise. That's insane. Yeah, they didn't get terminated. Yeah, but that's literally what they're saying, right? Baseless firings, reinstate those who have been wrongfully terminated during the shutdown. Yeah, they didn't get turned. They got furloughed. What does furloughed mean? Hold on. Suspended or discharged from the job, especially temporarily, on account of economic conditions or shortage of work. Yeah, sure. I mean, again, right? I would still argue the same. Like, I would still argue the same, right? Like, this doesn't change my argument. Like, furloughed or firing, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah. Critical step, I'll be working towards a long-term government spending plan that includes critical priorities to support Virginians. Okay. Looks like Schumer and the Dems are caving today. Not Schumer and the Dems, okay? Fetterman and the Dems, for sure. Yikes. Ooh. Source, I'm a government employee. Oh, okay. A promise vote, OMG, those are... Hey, hey, me too at some point, okay? I think they do get that quick for what it's worth. For what it's worth, it doesn't matter, okay? Because we got nothing. Some were furloughed, some were fired. It's not true that it was only furloughs. Okay, I got you. I promise vote, OMG, this article better be sponsored by the fucking... Listen, okay, I'm happy for you, okay? All right, if you're getting your back pay now, okay? If you're getting back into work and you're getting your salary again, I'm happy for you, okay? Good for you, all right? But you got nothing, okay? And I'm not happy about that. President Biden spotted flying commercial at O'Hare Airport in Chicago. Oh, base. Wait, did the fire people not get the back pay? You mean like contractors? Do government get back pay after shutdown? No, government contractors are generally not guaranteed back pay after a shutdown. Yikes. GG. Good game, I guess. They were forward funded. Oh, like they were paid ahead of time. Dude, this is based. This is unironically based. The fact that Biden is, fucking flying commercial. What a fucking base gramps. Okay, holy shit. And before the Republicans vote to keep the government closed. Not yet voted. I wish that would be the biggest plot twist of the century. Will anyone start to admit that people were right about Dem leadership and the Democratic Party as being a whole lot feckless and weak when it really mattered? Yeah. On a winning issue for Dems. The same thing with the word weird, right? Using the word weird during Kamala Harris's campaign, and it was a working strategy where using the word weird was a good thing and it was working. But then I think it was like advisors that told Kamala Harris to stop using the word weird to describe Republicans. Like later on, it was revealed that that was the case. When it was working, why the fuck wouldn't you be using the word? Like, why are you tired? Why are you allergic to winning? It makes no sense. You are allergic to winning, okay? But yeah, actual cringe fucking shit. Most contracts are funded for like a month or two. Okay, if that's the case, that's not bad, but at the same time, it's like you still could miss out on a month of pay or 2 months of pay, right? Technically speaking. But yeah. President Obama at the LA Clippers game recently. Can you just imagine like going to a local game or going to a game and then suddenly out of nowhere the fucking speakers were like, please welcome President Barack Obama, and I'd be like, what the, where am I? Dude, like that would be so fucking base. Or you're on like a fucking airplane, you're on an airplane and this happens? Oh my god, that would be so epic, dude. You're on an airplane and you see this, you're like, huh? Like, hello? Days. He's beginning to believe. Is this Gavin Newsom? Oh my god, dude, what an actual... Dude, he even looks like a Giga Chad. What the fuck? With the right-wing dominant media, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next month or so, the polling shows overwhelmingly Americans blame Dems. Yeah, and we lose optics. Nah, we deserve to lose at this point. I think we deserve to lose at this point, okay? I think at this point, I think we deserve everything bad coming to us, okay? We deserve the worst of the worst. We deserve to have our democracy taken. We deserve all the bad things, okay? Like, just fuck this shit, dude. Like, maybe we just do deserve to lose. I think we're just addicted. Maybe we now understand what Weimar, like, fucking Germany felt like at the time, right? Because they were probably just as weak-willed and caved into every single demand the Nazi party, like, demanded, right? Or some shit like that. I don't fucking know, okay? But, like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't know if that's the case back then in Nazi Germany, but frankly, it doesn't even matter because we're not willing to learn our lesson anyway, okay? Because that's fine.
Hardly. No. It's about all of us. By the way, anyone checked out my Patriot store?
Nice. The booing gets so bad he stops mid-speech. Uh-oh. Good. Donald Trump booed at Commanders game. Haha. Oh, this is Dementia Dawn sharing literally boomer tier fake satire source news. Doge halts the yearly payment of $2.5 million to Barack Obama for royalties linked to Obamacare. Oh yeah, this is like fake shit, right? Obama's collected this payment since 2010. Yikes. Fact check claim Doge halted 2.5 to... Yeah, this is not... Okay, good one. Good one! Oates is a liar? Rachel Oates? No. Joyce Oates. Sorry, Rachel Oates is a YouTuber. Power is the violent right. This is what they meant. A liberal was sucker punched at a debate event for speaking his mind. The deranged right gets violent over simple conversation. This is what they want to do you. Glad you're okay, PTL radio show. Want to do you. This is what they want to do. Okay, alright, you need to hit the edit button real quick, okay? You should have hit the edit button. Okay, yikes. Want to do you? Oh my god. Dick Durbin's an embarrassment. Okay, it's just copy and post pastes of Doomer posts, okay? About the Democrats caving.